Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of this Rebuild in England as we take them to World Test Champions. England have, in fact, just gone and won the World Cup. 204 they scored, a decent 87 from Johnny Bairstow, and bowled West Indies out in a final for 151. But that's not important because this is all about Test match cricket, and we're going to have a look at the fixtures we've got coming up in this episode. 5 test matches at home against Pakistan in the World Test Championship before we play 3 in Pakistan, 3 in New Zealand, and then we've got some one days which we won't be doing. So the World Test Championship at the moment we find ourselves in 5th, which isn't ideal, but it's not too bad. One half the games that we've played, that's not a bad effort. Sri Lanka overly weighted at the top, played 4-1-4. Plenty of room for us to grow into and continue our march towards the top. Question is, what do you do about your squad? So we saw last year some of the players did really good and some didn't do so good. Zach Crawley averaged 13% less than the match top 7 average. That's a problem. But Ben Duckett was exceptional, scoring 4 centuries. I think if we can, it's time to move on from Crawley. But other than that, the batting's looking solid. The name that's on my mind is Tom Haines and whether we can bring him into the team. I'm going to pop him in to take a look at. Haines is exceptional, fast and fluid, and on England's radar in real life. He'll be a great addition to the team. And that is going to be the only change to the squad really, is Haines coming in for Crawley or Jennings, depending on where we finished off last time. Will Jacks is going to be in the squad and is going to be our frontline spinner. Let that sink in. And to try and help him along, we are going to be doing some extra bowling technique. Aggressive bowling. Bangladesh have gone and beat West Indies as well in the World Test Championship. So fair play to them. They're actually above us in the table. Pakistan in 3rd. Won 3, lost 2. Ben Stokes will keep his place at number 7 in the team. He was excellent for us in India. And we've gone for a real seamers sort of wicket. Seamer sort of condition, so Will Jacks isn't even going to get a game. We're going with the extra seamer. Tom Haines making his debut. Tails is the call. It is a good day to bat. It's the sunny conditions. We're going to make the most of it. Make the most of it we did. A Bazball-esque 406 for 6 on day 1. Joe Root 159, Stokes 97, Brook 52 and Ben Stokes seeing if we can creep our way towards 500. The answer would be no. 469 all out. Worth noting, Tom Haines 5 on debut. End of day 2, 267 for 4. Saw Shaquille with 91 before we got him ran out. Baba doing Baba type things on 74. And we'll take a lead. 358 all out. We got Babar Azam for 98. And by saying we, Ollie Robinson picked up 5. He was fantastic last year. Now got a test match average 100 wickets at 21.75. That is quite an incredible return. It's a 111 run lead. It's still bowler friendly. It's only going to get more bowler friendly. And we're batting on the worst day for batting. And they are going to need 499 to win. We go 387 all out. Ben Stokes last man out for 90. Joe Root with a 69. Tom Haines with a well-made 64 as well. He played very, very nicely. Played the seamers really good. Shine Shah Afridi with 4 wickets. 499 it is going to be to win. And they've got 4 sessions to bat on an uneven turning pitch. And we've got no spinner. And we've done it. We've got a 1-0 lead. 206 all out. Ollie Robinson with 9 for the match. 4 for 71 here. Jimmy with 3. How many wickets is Jimmy Anderson on right now? He's 735. He's in uncharted territory, closing in on Murley. But a good performance. Joe Root, man of the match, 159 and a 69 as well. That's excellent performance. 1-0. Will Jacks has improved his attacking bowling. That's what you love to see. Same with Tom Haines. We're going to give him a bit of front footwork. Again, seamer heavy conditions. We are going to remain unchanged. Haris Sohail is going to come in for Pakistan as we are input into bat. It's going to be difficult to bat on day 3 and 4. We're going to have to score fast because day 4 might be a washout as well. Declaration called at 553 for 7. Tom Haines, 2nd test match, 203. That is a fine performance. 3 catchable shots, 5 played and missed, a 69.5 strike rate. He batted brilliantly. OJD Pope got it done as well. Another century for him. Much needed century. He's not been in the best for T20 cricket. It's hard to kind of dictate what sort of form you're in. Joe Root with another century. A century in the last match. He has now got 37 test match centuries. He's got 2 this year, 6 last year. He's in incredible form. Brook with some runs as well. Puts us in top dollar, top banana position. Day 2, bit of overcast conditions. We've scored enough runs. Can we bowl them out twice in about 3 days? And we did it. The follow-on is being enforced. 315 all out. Runs in the middle order, quite nice for Pakistan, but they were in a mess at 4 for 96. Jimmy with 4, Brody with 5, the old-timers. How old is James Anderson now? Old. He's old, but he's still getting it done. And it's an innings and 56-run victory. We have got a good team in here in England. Harris Hale with another 50, but wickets spread around. But it was the damage up top. 5 for 83, they found themselves. We got the best of the conditions, which makes the biggest difference. Difficult news coming out. Ben Stokes is injured. He is removed from the squad for the next 6 weeks. Does mean Bairstow is the likely player to come in. But it does create an opportunity potentially for someone like a Jos Buttler. Can he come and do it in the Bazball arena? Will Jacks has improved his bowling technique again. Watch this space. And Buttler is coming in and taking the gloves. A complete left field selection. And we've lost the toss. We're going to bowl. It looks a much better wicket. We probably could have done with a spinner. Good fight from Pakistan. This guy, Mohammad Herrera, has been exceptional. 22 years old. Excellent form. 86 in the last test, 162 in this one. Looking really good. Jimmy with another 4. His bowling form, you can't really get much better. It's a better batting wicket, so it's a good score. Can we go and equal it? And Pakistan are taking a 40-run lead. The series isn't done yet. Stokes with 67, Root 57, Duckett 79. Lots of starts going on. Jos Buttler with 34. Not very Bazball-esque, but blown away from Naseem Shah. He's been pretty good so far in the series, picking up 3, 2 and 2 and now a 6. Bazball can be heroic. It's got to be bigger than ever. 506 to win. Pakistan rack up 465. They just kept going and going and going. And Shaheen Shah Afridi, an incredible 126 from 300 minutes. His first ever first-class century is a big one that keeps them in the series. Jimmy with another 5. Another 5. How many is that? 37 5-wicket hauls. 505 to win. There's a long time left in this game. 4 and a bit sessions on an uneven bouncing turning wicket. But the outfield's fast and the conditions are pretty good. Alright, not every game is going to go your way, and it's probably a good thing it doesn't. 173 all out, blown away. Only Root offered some resistance. 5 for 46. Shaheen Shah Afridi has had a game. None. 126, 1 for and 7 for 48. The series is completely back on. And we're going to change it. We're going to a batting wicket. And Will Jacks is going to come in the team for Mark Wood. Won the toss on this deck and we're going to bat. Let's make hay. Not quite what we expected, but 3 for 57, 357 the score. Shaheen Shah Afridi, another 6 wickets. Another 6 wickets. He's having a series, 14 wickets already. Ollie Pope, he's having a series, 111 and 117 thrown into the mixer. And Ben Stokes gets a century at last. A 97, a 90, a 67, and now a 107. 14th Test match century for him. Jos Buttler's been pretty good since he's come in. 34 not out, 45 and 28 not out nicely. But Broad, Anderson and Robinson are getting blown away quite easily. We're in trouble here. The series is so on. Mohammad Rizwan with his first actual score of the series. 51 in the last game, right, okay. But first big score in the series. 6 for Stuart Broad. Will Jacks, none for 107. That was a really good selection. We're 133 behind. It might be a draw given the wicket, but we've got a difficult period coming up. Session 3 of day 4. And that is a hell of an effort. We've just scored 416 for 5 in 85 overs. This is Bazball. Duckett with 70. Tom Haynes with another century to his name. Pope scored well. Joe Root 75 from 75. Buttler with 26 off 15. Everyone kept the scoreboard ticking over nicely. We even got hold of Shaheen Shah Afridi, which is a rarity. It means there's an unlikely probability that we win. Average bounce, average wear, 4 hours of cricket, maybe 50 overs to bowl them out. And it does end in a draw. A good effort though, 146 for 5. They kind of dug in after a while. Shaquille, 41 not out, did enough to just kind of hold on. Will Jacks, none for 24. That experiment is still going well. But we chipped away. We chipped away. We've won the series. Can we go and win one more? We're still 4th in the world rankings. I kid you not, it's happened again. Will Jacks has improved his bowling technique twice in 2 days. He's going to be the man. No changes to the team. Fairly happy with how things are going. Harry Brook is a question mark. He did get dropped in that India series in the last episode. Still going strong. Will Jacks, all right, question marks around what I'm doing there. But we've gone for a bat. Am I going for a batting wicket? I'm going for a... No, we want to win the World Championship. So we're going to change this to a seaming deck. Try and give ourselves a chance of winning, and we're bowling first. Not good. That's the performance of the series. We've bowled them out on a decent deck for 153. Babar Azam 60, but look who got him out. Will Jacks. He got him. He got Salahuddin out for 36. Two batters that was in, he got them both out. 2 for 21. The man's elite. Declaration at 605 for 6. Duckett 160. Root 150. Brook 149. Ben Duckett set the record for the fastest century at Trent Bridge during this game as well. Ollie Pope retired hurt on a short ball for 44. That's going to be a concern. It is the end of the series, but there are more test matches to come. Buttler, since he's come back in, you can't complain with that. 34 not out, 28 not out, 26, and the 2 times he's been out is for 45 and 54. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. It's halfway through day 3. Beautiful sun, but uneven bounce. And it's another big win. Oh, innings and 261 runs. Anderson 4 for. Will Jacks with another cheeky 2. But also got outshine Sharafridi, who scored 100 in the last game. So really happy with how we've gone in that. It's a good performance from the team. It's just a good win. And it takes us to the #1 test team in the world. We are the best team on the planet. There's only 11 or 12 teams, but either way, we're the best team on the planet. Either way, Joe Root is the #1 batter in Test cricket, and how can you argue with it? Averaging 99 this year with 3 centuries, 73 last year with 6 centuries. He's incredible. Ben Duckett at 4, Stokes at 10 with the ball. Jimmy Anderson, #1 by a country mile. And again, who could bet against him? 29 wickets at 18, 44 at 21 last year. The man's incredible. And as an all-rounder, Joe Root above Ben Stokes. And World Test Championship, look at that. We're right in the mixer. We said we probably needed to be around that 60% win percentage, and we're right there. So the Pakistan series is just ahead, and let's have a look at some of the stats from our teams at the moment. Joe Root, almost 2,000 runs in 16 games for us in this series. That's a quite incredible record. An average of 80, 9 centuries. Ollie Pope, 6 centuries, averaging 53. Ben Duckett's averaging 56 with 5 centuries. Stokes has got 2 centuries, averaging 46. I think that's quite incredible. Brook, not the best. Averaging 34, 24% lower than his teammates with just 1 century, but he has just scored a ton. Ben Foakes has been out injured for a while, but his balls per dismissal was excellent. But when you look at what Buttler did when he came in, he averaged 93, so maybe Buttler can hold on to that. But Root, we've had four double centuries so far in the series. Joe Root has been exceptional. Look at all of these. And he's done it in different countries. 2 big scores in India, 4 big ones in England, another one in India. Can he go do it in Pakistan now? Best averages for runs in the season. Joe Root is there averaging 98 this year from 1,385 runs. That's incredible. With the ball, we've not really used heaps of different bowlers. But Jimmy Anderson, given the age, given the man, is still getting it done. Year on, year out. 24 at 19 last year, 49 at 21 this year. 3-5 was thrown into the mixer. Robinson's been good. Broad's average is going up. Average 30 last year, 37 this year. So maybe this is kind of him on the way out. If we look overall in the saves, Pat Cummins has got the second most amount of wickets. Jimmy Anderson has got the best. And the best performance plus rating as well. Shaheen Sharafridi's strike rate is 20% better than his teammates as well. That's incredible. And no one's really getting near us. Marnus Labuschagne has scored over 1,000 runs. And we do have 3 test matches coming up against Pakistan, and we've got to pick our team. Do get to take 18 with us, which is always a good place to be. Ben Foakes is going to come back in the team, best keeper in the country. Looking at the county game for the year, Zach Crawley has gone massive. He has had a year. 7 centuries. No way. No way. We've got to bring him back into the team. Oh, he's out for 2 weeks. Sorry, Zach. You're in awesome form, mate, but you can't get a game. Jason Roy getting it done on the county scene as well. Look at that, 1,400 runs. But we do need another batter in the squad. And there's this guy here, Derek Rees. He scored 1,300 runs last year, and the year before that, 1,400 runs. He's an incredible player. I think he's a regen, but we're going to bring him in to have a look at. Keep working on Will Jacks. Aggressive, general technique. Will Jacks has improved his bowling technique again. This is incredible. Also, Jimmy's fielding's got better, which is always good to know. Question is, what changes do we make? I thought the Butler scenario was working quite well, so I'm going to bring him in. Brook hasn't been the best, so that's an opportunity to give this young lad Rees a look at and just see what he's got. Pitches are probably going to offer a bit of pace and a bit of spin, so we do want a spinner in the team. Will Jacks is going to be the front choice spinner again. I'm forcing it. I'm forcing it down the throats, but I'm going to make it happen. And we've lost the toss and we're going to bowl for a few days. We've been pasted around Pakistan. 398. Babar Azam 168. Pretty chanceless. Couple of LBWs appealed, but a strike rate of 76 has moved the game on really nice. And Haris Sahel just continues to shine in this series so far. Jimmy with Will Jacks, none for 102. Okay. I don't know if I'm all in on it anymore. I tell you what I'm all in on. Tom Haynes, 133. 4 played and missed, 1 LBW, a 62 strike rate. He's got a test match average of 64 with 3 centuries from 6 games. That's exceptional. Root's exceptional. We know that. He's passed 2,000 runs for the save. 39 test match centuries. We'll see where he ranks all time on that. Ben Stokes with 153. Butler with 142. Those two put on 261. Lots of small partnerships, except these 2 big double 100 partnerships. We're in control of the game. 206 run lead. Started day 4 and even bounce and turning. Will Jacks. Innings and 22 run victory. Will Jacks 1 for 19. That's what I'm taking from this. Also, Ollie Robinson's pretty elite. He ran through the top order really nicely. They never really stood a chance. Well, they did after the first innings, but that second innings, we blew them away. 1-0, best of 3. Good for seamers, good for spinners in the second test. We're going to stay as we are. Poor old Ben Folkes, done nothing wrong. Cut trot for Josh Butler. 484 Pakistan. Babar with another century. He's having quite the series. You see here he scored 100 as well in whatever that purple colour is, and another 100 there in an ODI. So he's in excellent form. Rizwan with 99. Will Jacks 3 for 121. Just putting it out there. And we're 24 runs behind. But Joe Root, I kid you not, has scored another century. This guy is a different gravy. 5 centuries this year in 7 matches. 6 in 11 last year. Incredible. Rees is welcome to the party. Didn't really do a lot first time around, but a nice made 50 here. That's a good start to your test match career. 96 for Stokes. Duck it with runs. It's neck and neck. I'll put Pakistan ahead because they've got beautiful sunshine to bat on and the pitch is only going to get worse. We're all just witnessing greatness. Will Jacks 4 for 52. Spinning his team to a potential series victory in Pakistan. 4 for Ollie Robinson again. Good performance this. 2.55 to win. We've got 3.5 sessions. Time isn't a problem, but the pitch is turning uneven. And we cruise home by 6 wickets. Root with 90. I tried to push him on to get 100. Didn't quite make it. But Rees has finished off a very reasonable second test match with a 70 and a 79. Gives us a well-made 2-0 lead over Pakistan with 1 to play. That test championship is going to be looking better and better every time we look at it after this game. Broady 25 wickets at 35. Will Jacks 12 at 39. Stokes 9 at 75, but we're still winning. And bowling first, we bowled him out for 2.53. Good performance. Ollie Robinson has had such a good series. 2 fourfers, a 3-fer and a 5-fer. Quite an incredible performance. 3 more for Jimmy. Takes him up to 770, 30 shy of Murley. Oh, it's a massive lead. It's about 300 run lead. Haynes, Pope and Root. They are getting it done. Tom Haynes, first tour of the subcontinent, 2 centuries to his name. Joe Root, 3 centuries in 3 tests and a 90. That's quite incredible. Pope's been mediocre before this one. And Will Jacks added some runs down the order for the first time in the whole series, but puts us in a commanding position. It's a hammering. We've done them 3-0, 1-6-1 all out. Stokesy with 4. Stokesy, like he's my friend. Anderson with 3. Will Jacks with 1. But it is a fine performance from the team. We're second in the table somehow on this 4-year cycle, so we drop down some points. Harder to manage this way, but that's okay. It's difficult to work out in real life if anyone can even do it. Does mean we've had a great series. Joe Root is next level gravy. 469 runs at 117. Stokes 287 runs at 287 from 4 innings. 71 average for Haynes. 60 for Butler. He's added great value. Rees has added great value. And with the ball, let's just all focus on Will Jacks, 9 wickets at 37. I'll take it. Stokes was much better than what he has been. But Anderson and Robinson again, just time and time again, they get it done. We move up to a 66.65%. And there's still a lot of test matches to go. We've got New Zealand to play. And then that's it for us in this test cycle. New Zealand we've moved up into second with results going our way. Sri Lanka 7 for 7. Who have Sri Lanka got left to play? I think that's the big question. They've got a tour of Pakistan, which won't be easy. Could be us and Sri Lanka in the final. But first, we've got to get past New Zealand. Playing in New Zealand. Last series here, 1 apiece. So in the old style world ratings, there's things up for grabs. But again, we're number 1 in the country, in the world. Joe Root is number 1 batter in the world. That's understandable. James Anderson's the number 1 bowler. And Ben Stokes is up to 4th in the all-rounders charts. Can we go do it in New Zealand, a place that is notoriously very hard to go and win? Conditions, well, it's all right. There's a bit of overcast conditions, but it may turn a little bit. Will Jacks, looking at you, 290. It could have been worse. Williamson, Conway and Phillips all got in. But look who got Kane out. Will Jacks, 3 for 44. Him and Brody were exceptional at running through the back end of the innings. Crushing it, bro. There's no words to describe Joe Root. He is just next level. 156 and just 1 LBW appeal. His form in Test cricket is insane. 4 centuries in his last 4 Test matches and a 90 thrown into the mix. 7 centuries on the year. That's tied for the most ever in international cricket. Ben Duckett chipped in with 168 as well. That's probably worth noting. His career average 7 centuries at 52 now. And Will Jacks, hey Will, I see you. I see you, bro. Averaging 35 with the bat, 35 with the ball. Genuine all-rounder. Whew, we get home. New Zealand score 370. Good middle order resistance or late lower order resistance. Nichols, Blundell, all good. Jameson and Bolt chipping in. Wickets spread around. And we needed to knock him off in about 2 sessions. We get there pretty easy. Ben Duckett with 49. He finishes off a great test match. Over 200 runs. Puts us 1-0 up. Will Jacks has improved his but this is ridiculous. The guy's getting better. Pitch isn't quite as good, but we're going to have a bat. And if Joe Root scores a century here, that's century number 8 in the calendar year. Root's done it. Him and Pope, 108 not out apiece. Joe Root, 8 centuries in a calendar year. That is a record. Just 1 test, 2 tests, 3, 4, 5 test matches with a century in a row. 43 test matches in his career, 8 on the year. Almost 1,500 runs. He's going to break that record as well. Joe Root scored 1,708 runs. I think it was back in 2021. So chance he can go for that. And we've blitzed it at Eden Park. Kyle Jameson with 6 was pretty good, but Root scored 1 more run than the last time we checked in. Pope's 125 has been excellent. He's in fine form. Century in Pakistan, century in New Zealand, doing it around the world. And Ben Stokes with another century to his name. He's in good form. And Will Jacks, hey Will, I see you. I keep seeing you scoring runs, averaging 39. An 88 run lead, good resistance from New Zealand. Conway 170. He's been threatening throughout the series. And he got a big one. Glenn Phillips, is that a first test match century? Second test match century, averaging 40 for him. So we're going to take an 88 run lead going into day 4. Can we... erratic bounce. Can we force a result? No, we've been cleaned up for 162. 5 for Ashok as well. Absolutely skittled. We didn't even really bat a session. Robinson's picked up a wicket. We've got to defend 248. New Zealand win. Tom Latham, 100. well batted to go with his 91 earlier in the season. We just couldn't get into them. They just batted really well. Counter-attacking innings from Glenn Phillips as well really put them on top. It's one apiece. The series isn't locked up. One to play. Can we finally win a series in New Zealand? What does the World Test Championship look like? 66.65. Another win would be good. We're going to make a decision to drop Brody. And we're going to go with Sam Curran. Give us a left arm option. And we've declared on 506 for 8. Joe Root 224. This is a ridiculous feat. He's going to break Tendulkar's record for the most centuries in Test cricket maybe next season. He's only in his early 30s. Tom Haines 168. He's had a quiet series so far, so really good to see him bounce back. Century everywhere he's played so far. 5 to his name. 49 for Josh Butler. It's going to be interesting. The pitch is going to get worse, you would have thought. So can we take maybe a 100-run lead? That went horrendous. We're not going to win the series. 633 for 8 for New Zealand. Kane Williamson, a mammoth 213. No drop catches. He just batted really well. First century of the series. I'm going to say big score. Tom Blundell, 92 down the order. Glenn Phillips, 87. Conway, they just batted so well. Partnerships throughout. We're 20 runs behind going into day 5 as well. There's nothing we can do other than try and draw the series. Okay, we've got a 175 run lead. There's one session of play left. Root's got another century. We're going to declare and see if we can bowl. Root's got another century. Just look at that. It's like someone's broken the game. There was a 19 not out there and a 90. It's just incredible stuff. 1,800 runs on the year. That is the most ever in a calendar year in Test cricket. Can we get stuck into them? We're going to go round the wicket. We're going to bowl full and we're going to try and disrupt the stumps. Can we do it? Not a bad effort. We got them 5 down. Ollie Robinson with 3. It's going to be a 1-1 series draw in New Zealand. I'm not happy we didn't win, but I actually thought we performed pretty well. A little bit like today's call with the ball. Root 4 centuries in 3 games. Average is 211. They're probably records. Pope with 2 centuries as well. A century for Duckett, a century for Haines. Haines only averaged 39. That's something to watch. Rees averaged 19. That's gone a bit under the radar considering we were generally batting so well. And the ball, like I said, the ball we were really poor. No one shone with the ball at all. It's the end of the series. We've got no more Test matches left. And we've got a 63.48%. Is that going to be enough? Whew. Australia, South Africa are the 2 close ones at 50 and 56%. Australia's got 3 tests against Bangladesh. That's not fair. And then they're playing South Africa. So I don't think we're going to sneak in. The next year's fixtures have come out, so I can't complain. We're playing 3 tests against Bangladesh at home, 5 against South Africa, and then travel to Australia for the Ashes in the next episode. So there's a hell of a lot to play for. The Test title is so tight at the top. We are neck and neck with Australia. Sri Lanka riding high Ibiza Sky. And for context, Joe Root is incredible. In 2024, he scored 2,489 runs. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. He was 108% better. He's got 16 centuries in the save so far. Tom Haines has hit the ground running nicely, averaging 54. Ben Duckett averaging 53 with 6 centuries. Just some really good performances from the team. And if we look at the England bowlers as well, Jimmy Anderson, 97 wickets at 22. I think that is quite an excellent return. 73 wickets at 24 last calendar year as well. And I think the question we need to ask, did he retire? That would be a problem. James Anderson is going strong on 782 Test wickets. We're just going to have a quick look at the overall career records as well to see where he's going. Let's include retired players as well. Second most Test wickets of all time, 782. Incredible average, incredible strike rate. 37 5 wicket hauls, joint second. Only 3 10-fers in his career. That's quite incredible. That goes under the radar. In terms of most runs all time, Root has overtaken Dravid, Callis and Ponting. Not a surprise, he can't stop scoring centuries. His average is now 56 overall. Shame you can't get rid of all... Oh, you can filter few, get rid of all these rubbish players. No, doesn't quite do it. In terms of centuries, second most time level with Ponting. Incredible stuff. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're brand new around here. We'll be back. We've got Bangladesh, but we've also got the Ashes and South Africa. And can we cement ourselves in the World Test Championship? We'll see you then.